do environmental influences affect eating habits? This is can be a heavy topic, and we have 4 points to share with you about this today. So many environmental factors influence our eating habits, and where we live to who we spend time with and our culture. So let's dive in.
Yeah. So by the end of the video, you should be able to have at least some ideas. We'll have 4 of them for you to help you understand how much the environment really is affecting what you're eating and what you're doing, how it goes, because it really does affect how we choose our foods.
Yeah, it really does. We're so happy you joined with us today. My name is Wendy.
And I'm Debbie. And we are National Board Certified Health and Wellness Coaches. And so we would love for you to subscribe. We will have plenty more videos about ideas around how to nourish yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to start out with one that is pretty obvious, but when you take a look around your neighborhood, when we look at the potential for truly nourishing foods, what we find mostly is fast food restaurants and prepared foods that are quick and easy. And so when we look at the ratio, there's just not a lot of fresh food, even in classy neighborhoods. There's more fast food always.
Absolutely. I was just saying before, within a mile, there are plenty of prepared fast food places I could go to at any time. And the closest supermarket is further. So definitely makes a difference. Another factor is that there are cultural backgrounds and traditions that we all have that affect our food. Our family traditions, our culture, what we grew up with, what is our DNA, as well as our social settings. So even outside our family, that's a social setting, but even our friends, the social settings, the peer pressure that we have around food, all of that makes a big difference with our food choices, for sure.
Absolutely. Peer pressure never ends, right?
That's right. That's right.
The next one, we're recording this on the heels of Super Bowl, it was just a couple weeks ago, and we all, the amount of marketing and media around Super Bowl and food, it's very, very interesting. So the third bullet we wanted to share with you is about marketing, social media, and the biggest marketers, the folks with the most influence, from billboards to magazines to TV to radio, are fast foods and ultra processed foods. And when you drive down the street, say at a Walgreens or something like that, you'll see on the kiosk an advertisement for soda, for example, and then it flips around and it's a prescription next. And it's the same thing with TV ads. You've got fast food and then prescription ads, and they go hand in hand,
That's right. Eat this and you're going to need this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's noticing these things. It's being aware of the influences that are constantly,
that's right,
flashing at us.
Right. And that goes into our subconscious, so that the next time we see that, we're like, oh, maybe I want that. It's really got to be aware of that stuff.
Yeah.
And music also. I that reminds me of when my kids were little. I remember seeing a commercial for some product, some sugary product on TV, and the words were like joy, happy, all this stuff it associates with sugar. So be aware of the messages that we're getting there. And understand that you do have power with that. You can vote with your dollars. Number one, that's the easiest thing to do, is to simply not buy products that are advocating for not nourishing yourself. So that's the strongest way you can act out. But you can also be involved with, say, your town, if you live in a smaller town or even a big town. Know what businesses are asking to be part of your town. I'm just saying right now, I know that in the next town over where my husband works, what used to be a bank, it used to be the bank we used, it went away, unfortunately, and now it's becoming a donut shop. we don't need another donut shop. And had I been a member of that town council or gone to that town council meeting, I would have definitely raised my hand and said, no, thank you. We don't need another donut shop. So be aware and be aware of what power you have too.
The mighty dollar is definitely powerful. And every time we buy food, we're saying we want more of this particular food, and absolutely has an influence and a ripple effect.
We see that alone with the organic, how much more organic foods have come because people started buying it more and more and more.
And the more we buy the organic food, the less expensive it will ultimately become, because it becomes more of the norm instead of the outlier. So yeah, big topic, our environment and food, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. So did something that we talked about resonate with you about your environment and your eating habits? And if it did, please share in the comments below. We will respond. We'd love to get comments and questions.
Yeah, so just in summary, we want to encourage you to just be aware of the prepared and fast foods and where you actually shop. Understand too about your cultural background, your family traditions, your social settings, and what influences you might be able to introduce. You know, you can be a ripple effect, right? The next one is just noticing the marketing and the media messages that are coming hand in hand in your media watch, right? And then lastly, consider how you're using your funds. You know, how are you investing in the food? Where are you investing in the food? And know that every time you buy something, you're actually voting with your dollar.
Yeah. So thank you for listening and watching us. And because you did, we wanted to share a giveaway. We have 7 days of wellness challenge, and there's a link below that you can do. And you sign up for that. You get an email every single day with a new challenge to help you build better habits and to get those habits in place so that you can continue on those after the 7 days.
So for personalized and group coaching, if this resonated for you and you want to have further conversation and you want to get an accountability partner, feel free to jump over to our website, nourishcoaches.com, and have a call with us for personalized coaching or group coaching that's coming up.
And remember to subscribe, because we're going to have more nourishing tips in more videos. We'd love to see you.
Thanks for joining us.